Hello everyone and welcome back. And this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Taurus for the week of February 2nd. And at this time I would like to give a very special thank you to each and every one of you out there who have been subscribing to my channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed. As well as all the thumbs up on all the videos that you've watched. And of course the lovely comments. Thank you so much for doing that. You're very kind, and I do truly appreciate them. They definitely lift my week. I hope I do the same for you. So feeling a little more energetic as the weather starts to change again. Starting out with the Two of Wands. Looking into travel. Looking at your potentials for your future. Some of you are making travel plans. You've already, decided where you want to go, what you want to do. So now you're just looking into cost, where you're going to stay, all that sort of thing. Some of you have put out resumes recently for new opportunities and just sort of waiting to see what comes back. And you're comfortable in this decision making this week. You're understanding that it's time for that change to get going. And now you're willing to move on it. Like you're really taking this opportunity to help yourself. Oh yeah, look at that. Fool card. Definitely starting fresh, new, excited, want to start over again. Get things moving in the new direction. That's inspiration for new beginnings. New opportunities. Feeling inspired. You're just doing things more optimistically than you normally do. You're pretty much reserved, but this time you're doing stuff almost by, blind faith. New adventures, new opportunities. Trying to have your own opportunity in your life. So you're willing to start something totally off the wall for yourself. Just take a new adventure because there's something that you want in your life and you want to change to get it. And you're willing now to step up to that. Oh yeah, and the Temptress. Definitely taking this chance. Something you haven't done in a while. Normally you're pretty reserved, but you're willing now to give something a try and see what comes back for you. You're motivated to try. You're finding meaning in different areas of your life. You're feeling more at ease with yourself, more harmony. You're understanding that things are changing. Yes, they're going to take time, but you're willing to put the effort in as well to see about some new beginning here. Ooh, nice. And the King of Pentacles, yes, taking care of your finances, making sure that you have enough, making good investments, realizing that you are in charge of all of that. Some of you are looking into making some investments, so it's totally new to you, but you're willing to, give it a try and see what comes out of it, taking that chance again. You're realizing that you're headed for better finances. Now, whether that's you investing in something or just putting your money in the right place at the right time. And you're realizing, yes, Rome wasn't built in a day, that sort of thing. So it'll be slow and steady, but you will persevere and get what it is you're desiring. So you're under promising and over delivering in something this week and quite comfortable with doing it. Yeah, the Knight of Rods. So moving forward, starting a new adventure for yourself, trusting in yourself again. You're excited about your future. New feelings, new expressions. Some of you are looking into taking a trip somewhere. And it looks like the means of travel for many of you is going to be by vehicle. And you're willing to take this new opportunity that's coming. And you're very much a vengeful person. Like, you really do take adventures that other people wouldn't. And you're realizing that, you know, people look at you and they're like in awe when you start to tell them the different experiences and things that you've done and places you've gone in your life. They're quite surprised by that because you seem so much calmer and mellower and, you know, somebody who wouldn't take that chance. But that's not who you really are. So, you know, you're curbing the impulses to just do it. You're really doing this one a little bit slower than you normally would. But you're aware of that. Yeah. And stepping out of the shadows, you know, letting go of that self-doubt that you've had for a while lately, you know, overthinking, overanalyzing, stressing, worrying, you know, oh, if I try that, this is what's going to happen. You're letting that go. You're finally realizing that is not serving your greater purpose for yourself. You have something that you really want to take action on. And you're realizing that you have to let go of that self-doubt in your mind. So you're learning to release that. Although it is very hard. You've been stuck on this for a while. You've been really thinking about it, you know, all the naysayers in your own mind. But you're realizing that all that is doing is stopping you from taking the chance. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. And you're very much aware of that. So you're finally getting out of your own way. Moving forward. Oh. And the Page of Cups. So good news coming in. This looks like a lovely opportunity for romance for some of you. So that's very, very nice. You know, this is friendship that, you know, could take off in a different direction for some of you. You know, that spark of romance. It could be a birth of a little one in the family coming in, or this could be you yourself, you know, have the good news to share with somebody else that, you know, hey, guess what? That sort of surprise. But it's really bringing back the youthfulness in yourself. You know, this is going to be quite a good connection for some of you, and very surprising. You're not expecting this, or this could be you offering it to somebody else as the icebreaker, you know, and realizing that it's time to take that chance, that opportunity before it's not there anymore. So you're definitely breaking the ice here, moving forward for yourself. And the Two of Swords, it's a difficult decision. Oh, you know, you're trying to convince yourself to do something, but you're naysaying yourself, you know, the negativity part of it. So you're just sort of sitting there thinking, okay, how am I going to go about this? You're realizing that you cannot longer just not do nothing. You need to make this decision and act on it in order to change what is holding you back. But it looks like it's quite difficult. And the Ten of Swords, yeah, you've had some pretty painful experiences in your past with people. You know, stabbing you in the back, talking behind your back, somebody you thought was on your side or a friend, you know, really, really did a number on you. It was unexpected, definitely unwarranted, and it took the wind right out of your sails. But you're much wiser for it now. So once you know, regather yourself again, you will pick yourself up out of this negative thinking. And you're done with that person. Like you will have nothing to do with them. And they've earned it. You know, they'll realize as the road goes on what a bad mistake they have made with, you know, doing that to you. But it's not even a concern to you anymore. You're, like I said, you're much wiser for it. You've taken the higher, you know, road on this. But it took the wind for a while, you know, give you that self-doubt and all those sort of things. But you're realizing that that's all it did was let them win. And you're having no more of that. And the Six of Swords. Yeah, moving away, moving on. Cutting ties. You know, tired of going against the currents, the naysayers. You know, always feel like you're not quite in the right place for yourself. Always going against the stream, but you want more serenity in your life, more calm, more collective, and you're willing to literally move to accomplish that. So for many of you, that's what it looks like you're doing. You're literally moving to a totally new area. And it is going to be so much better for you, health-wise, mind-wise. This could be moving for a better job. This could be moving because for some of you, you're retired and you always wanted to live somewhere. You know, just stuff like that. But you are really going away from people that don't have your best interest at heart. Yes, you're leaving some things behind, but you're realizing it's time you can't get back if you don't get moving. Yeah, the Knight of Swords. Look at you charging ahead. Woo! Looks like for many of you, you're taking a trip, you know, and by air. It might be a fast trip for some of you, but it is something that you have wanted to do just to get some answers, and now taking action on it. No longer waiting anymore. This could be relationships as well, starting to cool down, seeing what the person really is all about, and just cutting ties. Letting go, not listening to the gossip. You're cutting through all that. You're not allowing people to just win at all costs. You're not silly. You see people for who they really are. And you are, taking them down for all it's worth. You're not allowing them to rain on your parade. You're not engaging in negativeness. And you're moving away from it. You want this new adventure to begin. And you're realizing it's time to take the step and see. Yeah, the Emperor. Look at you in charge. Understanding things need to change, and the only one who's in charge of making that change and that decision is you. So this is you taking the leadership role in your life. No longer allowing other people to, give advice. Sometimes they don't give nice advice, but this is you taking on the role of not only strength, but the father figure, in control. You're focused. You're knowing which way you're going. You're not holding yourself or getting in your own way anymore. You have a dream that you need to fulfill one way or the other, and you're willing now to take that step, that new trip, see what's out there, see what actually comes back to you. But you're feeling much more stronger about your decisions this week, feeling more capable of a new future. Yeah, and the Six of Cups, nostalgia. Maybe you're going back home to where you were before when you were younger, ran into some people that you haven't talked to in a long time, or you've heard about somebody, and it just gives you back that spark of youth, dreams, ambitions, and you're just feeling excited about taking these new opportunities going forward. But you are really on a trip this week of moving forward, seeing what's actually going to happen. You're not longer sitting on the fence worrying about, coulda, woulda, shouldas. You're actually taking action. Many of you are going to take a trip. It's going to be totally unexpected. You're going to just sort of decide that, hey, next week is the best price I can get for this plane fare, and I'm going to see what's over there. And then you'll have your answer and you can make your decisions from there. And that's how you're going to roll with this week. But yeah, you're really making some big decisions on your future. Because you've been wondering about this. This new relationship, this new friendship. And you're no longer willing to just think about it. You're taking action on it. Realizing that change is only just around the corner. Oh, yes. And the Seven of Swords. Definitely, you're getting that twice to move away. It's time for you to make a decision, move yourself forward. You're not telling anybody about this. You're not letting anybody get away with anything anymore. And you're changing your direction. You're realizing it's time for you to see what happens. Moving away from naysayers, negative people who, always haven't got your interest at heart. They're thinking of themselves. And you're realizing that. So you're cutting loose moving away from them. You're not even telling them you're going to do this. You're just doing it because it's an answer you need, not an answer they need. So your oracle card is a romantic partner you can trust. Excellent advice that comes from the heart. Getting involved in a culture or creative endeavor. Nice. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will definitely talk to you again next week. Bye for now.